Okay, students, this is Mr. Burlingame coming at you. I'm going to show you how to make the animation for the iPop video in Photoshop. It's pretty simple, although you're limited a little bit with the tweening and the animation, some of the animation that you can do in Flash that you can't do in Photoshop. But this will suffice as far as creating your Pop TV video. What I want you to do is be sure to open up Bridge. Always have Bridge open when you're working in Photoshop, but open up Bridge and go to where your images are for the Pop TV, the logos and stuff. They're in separate folders. I created a zip file. If you want to open the zip file and then extract all those images into one folder, that would be perfect. And then create a folder in Photoshop or in Bridge and put it in your favorites over here. And you can easily do that by just clicking the folder and dragging it to where it should say drag here for favorites at the bottom here under your favorites window. It should say that, but mine doesn't. But you just drag it over and then let it go. I've already done that, and I've created it called templates, and I've created a master file which is also in that zip file. So highlight that master file, hit return, and it will open in Photoshop. First thing I need you to do is reset your essentials. So if your Photoshop doesn't look like mine, click Essentials and then click Reset Essentials, and it should look something like this. When it does, now we're going to change it to Motion. Highlight that drop down up there and choose Motion, because we're going to be using these panels, the animation panel, the layers panel, and don't worry about the actions panel. Let's not work any actions in this animation, but put the panels where you'd like them. These two main panels are the ones you're going to work with. And then we're going to do File, New. I want you to create your own. I'm going to type my own. And the spec sizes for this video are 600 by 800. So the width needs to be 800 pixels and the height needs to be 600 pixels. And it really does not matter what you put as resolution here. Let it default at 72, or put 72, or you can put 1 or 1000. It really doesn't matter. You'll notice the file size stays the same here. All the resolution does when you type that in there is it gives it dimensions on length and width as far as inches or millimeters or whatever. But just let it default at 72, and be sure you're working in the sRGB format. If you don't see this window, hit the drop down right here. sRGB, not Adobe 98 or any of these others, because it'll look funky, and then click OK. This is your main screen. This is what your viewers are going to see. If it's a little big like mine is, Command minus will make you zoom back, and it's always good to see a little bit of the artboard around the image right here, especially when you're animating. This is basically setup. What I want you to do is, with the new file that you opened up, the master template, all I want you to do is, with your move tool, click and drag the elements that you need for this Pop TV ad from one file to the other. Just highlight the layer. You can drag the layer and drag it over. See how I'm doing that? I'm just clicking back on this image. Fill up your image and then come back and see me. Okay, you should have drug them all over. I have not yet done so because I want to show you a little trick here. Some of you probably already know this or have figured it out, but in your layers panel you can click one layer and then hold down shift and click the last layer and drag all of those elements over at the same time to your new image. And they stay together, and then when you move them they stay formatted or stay together. They all move together, and you can line it up exactly on the screen. Now you're done with the master file. Go ahead and close it and save your new file. File, save, and remember where you save it. I would suggest you save it in the same folder that you downloaded all your images that are going to make this Pop TV video. So continue on to video number 2, and then be sure to watch video number 3 because it's 2 different ways of animation. I'm going to show you how to do it in the frame format, which is here, and I'm going to show you how to do it in the timeline format. And they're both a little different. One's easier than the other, and you can flip back and forth. So I'll see you soon.